Atm Namaste to all my viewers and welcome to Tathastu channel. Today's topic is rebirth. Many rebirths continue to live within us. I'm thankful to Jug Suraya ji for giving me insights on this topic. Let me start. The other night I had a dream about my mother who died over 30 years ago. She looked the same as she was or she had been then, and my dreams filled me with happiness, not the sorrow of loss. Like most people, I often dream of the dead, but on this particular occasion, I had a moment of half wakefulness, that limbo between sleep and consciousness when the mind is strangely lucid, in which a thought came to me. Such dreams are reminders that our dead live within us. The next morning, fully awake, I remembered the thought and tried to figure out what it meant, if anything at all. Freud interpreted dreams as a psychic mechanism by which the subconscious processes unresolved impulses and issues and bring them to the light of the day for resolution. So, what meaning would I give in the non-Freudian sense as to the way my personal dead, those whom I have known, live again in my dream state, in my subconscious? Could this be a metaphor for a different take of the doctrine of reincarnation, central to much of what is called in Hinduism and in Buddhist philosophy? I have always been a bit chary of the belief that the cosmic wheel of karmic consequence causes us to be reborn over and over until we finally attain moksha or nirvana. To me, the idea of reincarnation has always smacked of a sort of spiritual charity shop where a succession of physical forms like discarded clothes are passed on from person to person until they become totally outworn and are no longer needed. But there could be another simpler view of reincarnation, that we are reborn not in individual physical terms, not as ourselves in the cast of clothing of different mortal flesh, but in the thoughts and deeds of those we have encountered and who have influenced us for good or ill during our lives. Schopenhauer, in his The World as Will and Idea, reinterprets reincarnation as a continuum of consciousness, each assimilating and subsuming others, like a baton passed on from runner to runner in a relay race. In Boris Pasternak's novel, The Eponymous Dr. Zivako expounds his take on spiritual immortality by suggesting that all of us live on, are born in the ways in which we continue to mold, consciously or otherwise, the lives of others who come after us, not just as our genetic descendants, but those who are the offsprings of our memes, our mental genes, which we leave behind like footprints on the shifting sands of time for others to follow. Spiritual masters like Christ, Prophet, Guru Nanak, Mahavira and others have left behind a mimetic legacy as a foundation which their followers have built faith systems. Mohandas Gandhi ji, active psychology of ahimsa and satyagraha were derived from Tolstoy and Thoreau, and in turn passed on to Martin King Luther Jr. and others. Our parents, teachers, friends, even strangers we come into tangential contact with live on in us by being the well springs of what we think and do, often without our being aware of our source of motivation. When we dream of those who are no more, there are not specters of the past, but are an inseparable part of our own living selves, as we ourselves will be to others in the flowing river of life called reincarnation. This explains very beautifully the topic of birth. Please share with others your feedback. Thank you.